Et bonsoir à toutes et à tous. Ouais, je fais des liaisons là où il n'y en a pas. Bienvenue à tous pour ce 4e épisode de The Council. Nous jouons toujours à ce jeu d'enquête dans un manoir luxueux où nous allons essayer de retrouver la mère de notre héros. Notre héros qui est Louis de Richer. Sa mère Sarah a disparu et nous devons enquêter dans un manoir où il se passe somme toute beaucoup de choses. On rencontre des personnages relativement hauts en couleur avec George Washington ou encore Napoléon Bonaparte et on va pouvoir manger avec tout ce beau monde. Allez, c'est parti. Ah, d'accord. Ah, c'est par là-bas. Je me suis gouré de porte. Voilà. Oh. Oula, la bataille de regards. Je vais te défoncer. Oh la vache.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richer, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us
Ah ouais. En fait, Mortimer, il va jamais apparaître. On va nous apprendre à la fin qu'il est mort, déjà depuis 3 semaines.
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Please, go ahead.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the
Après
situation
quelques
is settled.
têtes coupées, ça ira toujours mieux. Hein.
Emulated in Berlin. There will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity, typically French.
En fait, il me manque trop plein de compétences pour réussir.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Ouais. Ok. Psychologie requise. Ah, ça l'a touché.
First time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Ah. Donc, il y a des choses... Vulnérabilité psychologique.
All right.
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
Demande qu'est-ce qu'Emily pense de Wollner. Faire connaissance avec Wollner. Allez, on va faire connaissance avec Wollner.
I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richer.
De Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
Étiquette indisponible, bon, ni noble ni roturier.
French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Renvoie la question à Emily, faire une supposition. Concentré, utilisation gratuite. Allez, on va faire une supposition.
Connected in high places.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
Conviction. Ah,
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
en discuter, ouais, d'accord, discuter tranquillement avec Napoléon Bonaparte. Tout va bien, tout va merveilleusement bien. Ah oui, est-ce qu'on peut se mettre un peu moins proche du bord?
And the good order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer
D'accord.
that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must
Ah bon?
know that I am
Depuis quand je dois prendre une affaire?
about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Par contre, c'est cool que Bonaparte ait un accent à couper au couteau.
Count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that,
Oh non.
question for you. The agreement
I have a question for you.
1,000 louis d'or for 200 cannons.
Ce n'est pas le moment. Crotte. Oui, nous avons un accord.
Absolutely. 50,000 louis d'or in hard cash.
The offer I'm talking about was for only 20,000 louis d'or, Monsieur de Richet.
Oh merde.
You really have no idea about our agreement.
Oh non.
So, you're wasting my time. I need to work with people I can have confidence in, sir.
The exact numbers may have escaped me. I suggest you wait for my mother's return in order to manage such details.
I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Laisser le peuple entièrement libre. Il faut un meneur à la France. Manipulation. Je connais ses motivations. Politisation. Ah, blablabla. Il faut rétablir la monarchie. Ah, tant pis.
Situation without reestablishing a solid monarchy.
And what would we stand to gain by this?
We've tried a republic, but it is clear that with the situation we're in now, that it's not working. We ought to return to a monarchy.
That makes no sense at all, my friend. The monarchy is a privileged caste who have for
Ah, bon, bah, j'ai complètement raté avec Napoléon.
and controlling the people. I think there must be a misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I cannot believe that Lord Mortimer advised me to speak to you. I must have misunderstood. Excuse me, please.
Bravo, Louis. Total fiasco.
Ah, mais normalement, le looping, je suis obligé de le refaire.
Friends, I would like
Non?
to say a few
Ah ouais, d'accord, ok.
I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Ah bah ouais, ça c'est clair. Déjà, va falloir que j'évite Napoléon Bonaparte parce que clairement, je suis complètement incompétent. Réussi, mais j'ai raté trop. J'en ai sali une partie. J'ai échoué à convaincre Napoléon Bonaparte de ma légitimité. J'aurais pu fouiller la chambre de Napoléon Bonaparte? Sérieux? Ah, si j'avais été ami avec lui? Peut-être que ça doit être ça. Ok, bon. Écoutez, on a en tout cas 4 points. Ça m'a l'air quand même vachement utile, hein, l'étiquette. Adopter le comportement adéquat à chaque situation et formuler des flatteries ou des insultes voilées. Ah ouais, ça peut être drôle ça. Permet les actions et options de dialogue. Coût en point d'effort réduit de 3. Ah, ça serait cool. Alors, je réfléchis, hein, je réfléchis. Occultisme, ça serait cool que j'ai au moins la compétence. Linguistique, politique. Allez, il faut que je débloque aussi il faut que je débloque de la politique parce qu'à chaque fois, je suis complètement naze. Allez, go! On continue.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Tous les regards se toisent. Alors, compétences en psychologie, étiquette. Je vais prendre ça, comme ça, je vais peut-être gagner un peu de points en étiquette. Ça peut être pas mal. Tous les regards se croisent. Oh, une jolie harpe. Elle est magnifique. Est-ce que je peux... Non, je peux pas me suicider. Oh, c'est tellement triste. C'est tellement triste. Trouvez le lieu évoqué par votre mère. Ok. Alors, j'imagine que j'ai un peu plus de liberté à partir de maintenant. Va falloir que je trouve des choses.
Devil's Thorn. You used to uncover the best disguised traits. The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Un triple cercle. Ah, attendez, j'aurais pas la clé par hasard? Non. Il va falloir que je m'éloigne. Je vais parler au prêtre déjà pour commencer.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, this sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's.
Ah, t'es un habitué, mon gars.
It's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. That's what I was taught.
Disons qu'on s'entend à la française, quoi.
But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should
Ou un
think
homme qui
you
m'évite.
worry.
To tell you the truth, not really.
You are right. Be positive. Perhaps Sarah is in the company of Lord Mortimer, and they will both turn up shortly.
But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead. What can I do for you?
Je cherche une méduse.
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, la Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one in any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going
Tu peux pas comprendre, tu es trop vieux, mon gars.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons.
Ok.
See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Parfait, bien. Donc, ne sais pas où c'est. Tant pis. Écoute, mon gars, on va continuer. On va encore éviter Napoléon Bonaparte.
Some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
Très bien. Alors là, il y a des fenêtres, mais on peut pas ouvrir. Parce que sinon, on tomberait dans le vide. Alors, qu'est-ce que nous avons ici ?
Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe.
Lady Hamilton, sous les traits de Circe. Oh, charmant.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world.
On a gagné un nouveau livre, trop bien.
Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
Alors, est-ce que nous avons des choses de cachées ici? Non, que Pouic. Alors, par ici, ça ne donne rien. Et par là-bas, on a une porte qui, j'imagine, doit nous mener dans le couloir. Laissez. Là, je peux pas le déverrouiller pour l'instant. Clé à motif occulte de la Terre. Très bien. Donc, on a une clé en plus. Qu'est-ce qu'on va pouvoir en faire? J'en sais absolument rien. Alors, on va essayer d'explorer un peu plus le manoir, parce que j'imagine qu'il doit y avoir encore beaucoup de pièces. Ah! Très bien, ok, d'accord. Donc, c'est pas par ici qu'il faudrait éventuellement aller, ça serait plutôt par là-bas. Allez. Voilà, bingo. Oh, cette bibliothèque. Mais c'est incroyable. Oh. Mais le jour où je vois une bibliothèque comme ça, mais les gens, je prends un abonnement à vie. Je prends un abonnement à vie. Élixir d'or, très bien. À tous les coups, il doit y avoir des petits secrets disséminés quand même.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Ok.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Très bien, très bien. Je regarde un jeu ziote partout.
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Oh, une encyclopédie. Pièces de collection. Eh ben parfait. On a gagné quand même un petit peu de notre temps. Même si je sais pas du tout où ça va nous mener. Ah. Encore un immense endroit plein de tableaux. Beaucoup trop de tableaux. Des tableaux à l'infini.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Il faut trouver la méduse. Ok, parfait. Nickel. Et bah, allons-y. C'est parti. Bien. Alors, on commence par quoi? Est-ce qu'on explore tous les tableaux un par un? Ça risque d'être très très long.
Allegory regarding the decoration of the rights of men. That's the least you could say.
Tac, alors on va tout regarder, hein, de toute façon, on est là pour ça. La liberté ou la mort?
By Regnault. Well, I'll take liberty, please. But I do understand his choice, even though it seems radical. Ah, painting by Ingres. Molière dining with Louis XIV. The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly.
Ah. Hop, alors, qu'est-ce que nous avons au milieu? Des sièges avec des plateaux, des oreillers, c'est le luxe, c'est le faste, c'est tout ce que tu veux. Tac.
Celia.
Isélia.
Means nothing to me.
Très bien. Qu'est-ce que nous avons ici? Des trucs... Oh, il y a un jardin. Il y a un labyrinthe. Mais on ne peut pas y accéder pour l'instant. On peut s'asseoir sur le fauteuil. Oh, pièce de collection. Alors, on va finir d'explorer partout ici, hein. Et puis après, on verra. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Christ crucified.
Le Christ en croix de Velasquez.
Someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alquidia.
Oh.
Song of Roland.
La chanson de Roland. Ah, trop bien.
His death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Très bonne remarque.
Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael.
Oh, Jésus avec ses disciples. Hop, un petit peu d'eau de mélisse. On s'équipe. Élixir d'or.
By Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples. A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting.
Bonne question.
The Company by
La
Rembrandt.
compagnie de Rembrandt. Très bien. Oh, j'avais pas vu. Félicitations, vous avez collecté 4 fragments d'ambre. Votre nombre de points d'effort maximum augmente de 1. Wouhou!
Amber crystals.
Ah, donc du coup, on peut peut-être en shipper un au valet. Mais va falloir le soudoyer un peu.
Another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning for borrowing his father's chariot and using a troller. Moral, don't steal dad's chariot.
Bien, alors, ça doit être par ici. S'il y a un renfoncement, c'est que ça doit être pas loin. Ouais, voilà, bingo. Une petite énigme. Comme on les aime. Alors, est-ce que nous avons... Oh! Atteindre.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Une boîte. J'ai toujours pas subterfuge, malheureusement. Ah, la gorgone, voilà. Alors, qu'est-ce que je peux donc faire?
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
Trouver la solution de l'énigme de la méduse. Alors. Qu'est-ce que...
The origin of myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa.
Le chapitre sur Méduse. J'ai pas de linguistique, en plus difficulté 3. Risque d'être compliqué. Lire la page là en français.
This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon, the Medusa.
Ok, donc ça veut dire que le héros a l'épée, brandit son épée sur la gorgone. Examinez l'épée.
This hero is the only one holding a weapon. It seems obvious that he's the one whose job is to cut off her head. So, sword toward the Medusa.
Pivotez la statuette vers la méduse. Très bien. Ça paraissait censé et j'ai gaspillé un point pour ça. Difficulté 2. Pivoter la statuette. Vers le héros à l'épée. Hop. Faire pivoter la statuette. Non. Non, ça ne marche pas. Ah, pendant que les autres... Alors, faire pivoter vers la méduse. Il faut absolument donc que tous les héros voient la méduse, si je comprends bien. Parce que ça donne... Non plus. Érudition indisponible. Je me suis repris un petit peu de miel, hein, au cas où. Il faut détourner son attention. Donc du coup, faire pivoter vers le héros à la lanterne. Et on va faire que le héros à la lanterne regarde l'autre avec son bouclier. Non, oui, non. Ça doit pas être ça.
Hang
On
on.
va relire.
This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon, the Medusa.
Ah, mais oui! Je viens de piger. L'autre, il a de la lumière. Donc ça suppose que le héros qui a ça doit détourner la méduse avec de la lumière. Et donc normalement... Diversion indisponible. Normalement, ça doit être ça.
A painting with no name.
Vers le héros à l'écu. Voilà.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Il doit y avoir quelque chose d'autre. Est-ce que le héros à la lanterne doit le tourner vers la méduse? On va tester comme ça, hein. Non, apparemment, on était bon quand on avait fait pivoter vers le héros à l'écu. Hop, le héros 1.
It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
Éblouir son collègue. Ah, bah oui, il y a un truc avec le... Oh, mais oui! Mais ça paraît évident! Vers la méduse.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Vers le héros à l'épée. Vers le héros à l'écu. Non. Crotte. Choix déjà effectué. Non, c'est pas ça. Crotte de bique. Il y a un truc, mais je sais pas ce que c'est. Très énervant.
Let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order. What can this shield be for? To protect its holder? Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded. Think outside the box. Nobody said a statue has to have only one use. I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast. In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning the shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a screw loose. Crazy idea, but worth a shot.
Donc c'était bien un truc autour de la réfractation de la lumière. Donc, faire pivoter vers le héros à l'épée. Vers le héros à l'écu. Et voilà! Tac! Yes! Un passage secret? Wow! Oh, trop bien! Wouhou!
Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Botte en touche avec humour, retourne-lui la question après tout. J'avoue. Qu'est-ce que toi tu fais ici? Non, allez, je vais lui répondre.
She explains how to find the secret room. Something must have attracted her here, so I've come to check it out. And you? What brings you here?
My, you're curious.
Let me guess.
Go on then, impress me.
Elle doit enquêter sur Mortimer.
You're spying on Mortimer, right?
Everyone is spying on Mortimer.
Shall I take that for a yes?
Take it as you please, but I wouldn't be surprised if all the guests were around here somewhere searching the manor. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams.
Tu peux toujours courir. À votre service. Je vais surtout bien en profiter pour mater. Oh là 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 là. My goodness. Tiens.
I found an amazing ring. There's an inscription engraved on it.
Un anneau. Une inscription gravée, je sais pas linguistique, je vais faire une blague.
See that ring? I can no longer hold back my feelings for you.
Oh, stop it, you're being ridiculous.
What do you mean? I was just about to get down on one knee.
Donc, il y a une bague, mais je ne pouvais pas du tout l'analyser. C'est pas grave. Il y a un pot. Un très joli pot. Linguistique, difficulté 2. Ah!
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Allez, je vais ouvrir la jarre. Hein.
What if I open the jar? Would that then make man responsible for all the evils?
Try. It'll make a change. All right, can we move on now?
I do love your irony, but honestly, are you ever impressed by anything you see?
By a chamber pot? No, you really do need to do better than that.
Téméraire. Ah, c'est un pot de chambre. Bordel. Moi qui voulais faire trop mon intéressant.
A golden fleece.
La toison d'or.
Hurry up.
cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
J'aime être lourd avec les femmes.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
Allez, je vais analyser l'évangile.
The Gospel according to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as part of God's plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor.
Comment Buckingham les a-t-il obtenus?
How did the English manage to get their hands on them?
When someone wants to attract the attention of the world's leading power, somehow the gifts just pour in.
You wouldn't have gone to the Vatican recently, would you?
Are you calling me a thief?
Certainly not. Never entered my mind.
Aïe, 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 aïe. Bon. Il y a une lame. Yeah.
Mortimer is the author of this work. It talks about his passion for art.
Trop bien, on a un livre sur l'art. Tiens, un bout de papier.
Looks like a pamphlet on
Un
different political
pamphlet.
issues, written by Mortimer himself.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
Et comment ça? Mortimer aurait genre 600 ans? Ah, bordel. Si ça se trouve, Mortimer ne vieillit pas.
Is immortal or capable of living for a very long time, like Methuselah. A first smile. Careful. Keep that up and soon you'll end up laughing.
Carry on sprouting inanities like that, and indeed I might. These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer and I must confess these property.
Mais je suis troublé aussi par vous, madame.
Case, why would she have left them?
Bonne
Once
question.
again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take?
Vous pensez quoi de cette collection? Pourquoi dissimuler ses biens? Vous pensez quoi de cette
Mortimer's
collection?
collection is unique, isn't it?
That's an understatement. No doubt he has a major passion for history and fine art, or getting gifts.
If each time Mortimer does someone a favor, they reward him with a priceless gift, that means he must have helped nearly everybody in the world. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Peut-être trouverai-je quelque chose. Tiens, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell
Ah,
should I
yes.
place my trust in you, Louis?
Parce que je ne vous veux aucun mal.
I'm going to understand that I just want to help you.
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
En quoi elle est psychologie niveau 1, difficulté 5, politique, occultisme, psychologie, interrogatoire, subterfuge. Ah, en quoi elle est vulnérable? Bordel! Oh, j'ai le droit! Oh, c'est de la triche! Oh, c'est de la triche! Émilie. Psychologie.
You think your scathing wit protects you, but in fact it makes you blind. No sooner have people introduced themselves and you already see them in a bad light. You play the part of a strong woman, and yes, you are a strong woman, of course, but what I see is a sensitive young lady who lacks self-confidence. Stop adopting a defensive posture and you'll see just how quickly new doors will open.
There is some truth to what you say. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Est-ce qu'elle préfère travailler seule? Elle aime diriger ses enquêtes. Elle obéit aux ordres de quelqu'un. Elle a déjà un partenaire. La pousser dans ses retranchements? Non. La rassurer sur votre collaboration éphémère. Conviction indisponible. Ah, je pourrais la pousser dans ses retranchements, mais... Je vais pas tenter le truc du partenaire parce que ça paraît évident que ça va complètement me foirer mon truc. Je pense pas qu'elle obéit aux ordres de quelqu'un. Elle fait déjà partie d'une société secrète. À qui voulez-vous qu'elle contribue plus que ça? Moi, je pense qu'elle aime diriger ses enquêtes, tout simplement.
Oh, it's crystal clear. You don't like people telling you what to do, and you do like giving the orders to everyone.
If I were the matron you speak of, I would have found an underling to search this place, and I would be sound asleep in my bed.
Ah, merde! J'ai mal calculé mon coup.
Partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me, but I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Et il peut vous faire parler sur l'oreiller. Sur l'oreiller, pardon.
You're a gambler.
Aïe, aïe.
So,
votre partenaire, c'est... Ah, je pourrais jouer avec le truc de la camé. Ouais, mais... Allez.
Your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows.
Uh-huh.
As to getting results, you are very good, I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Oh, je suis passé en psychologie niveau 2. Trop bien.
As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough, the woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act.
Ça veut dire que ta sœur a le même tour de poitrine. Oh là 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 là.
This time though, she went ahead and I was meant
Pardon.
to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
Ok. Bon, eh ben on a appris plein de trucs. Notre mère n'est pas la seule à avoir disparu.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
Oula.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
Oh, mais dites donc.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Qu'est-ce que je fais? Je suis Elisabeth ou je rejoins Emily? Mais en même temps, Elisabeth m'a accusé. Elle a quand même été vraiment très très horrible avec moi. Mais en même temps, j'ai envie de me faire pardonner parce que bah du coup, si ma mère a fait des tortures physiques dessus. Ah, mais Emily, aïe aïe aïe. Je sais pas. Eh ben écoutez. On va s'arrêter là. Ah, je vais être sadique. On se retrouve demain pour la suite de l'aventure et vous saurez quelle décision j'ai prise. En attendant, n'hésitez pas à laisser un petit pouce bleu ou un commentaire et on se retrouve très vite pour la suite de cette aventure sur la chaîne Casu Gaming. Je vous fais à tous des gros bisous et je vous dis à ciao, bye.